Hello to you all devs out there. This is You've Kyle from Code with Crest, and today we'll be creating a Linktree profile such as what you are seeing on the screen. So we'll be creating this kind of profile that you can use to like link or tell people more about yourself and also link your social media accounts to it. So you can add this on your TikTok bio, your Instagram bio, any other bio. So I will show you how you can create this and then host it for free, and then from there you can just add the links to all your social media accounts such that people can visit and see every detail about you. So for instance, I have this over here, Code with Crest, login or sign in. So here it just says you've Carl, front-end developer, Code with Crest, and Crest Lansing founder and content creator also. So social media links, if you click here, it takes you to my website. Sorry, I'm not connected to the internet. If you click on YouTube, it takes you to this YouTube account where you're watching this video from. And please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do leave a subscribe. Just click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Please, you can try help me. Let's crack the YouTube algorithm by getting me to a top stage. First of all, guys, I'm sorry and I apologize for this. I thank you all for getting me to 1,000 subscribers so far, and I just hope you guys like this video. Comment if you have any worries, and then boom. Okay, so will create something that looks like this. So to begin with, we need first an index.html page and a style.css. So I'm working on a folder, and this is my working folder. So my working folder I have is called Linktree, index.html, style.css, and also an image folder. So the first the first thing you have to do, you can use all these shortcuts. I'm using Shift 1, and then you press the tab button to generate this element, this pre. So you can just choose the link to choose the CSS. Sorry, I'm linking to Atom, so link, and then we are going in for CSS, and we are linking to the style.css. So in your body, the first thing you want to do is to create a container. So the container which holds everything. So the container will hold everything, and in this container I want to create a nav. So the nav is what holds the header and the button over here. So as you see here, you have the header here and you have the button. So that's what we'll be putting on the nav. So you can still create a div item to hold it, but I would just prefer putting it on the nav. So I just say h1, and in this h1 I want to put Code with Crest, and then after that I want to include a button, and this button should say contact. So let's just say contact, and then this is it. So aside from that, the next thing we'll have here is an image tag, and that image tag absolutely should be found in a section. If you want to put section, you put section. You can still use a div with a class. So let me just say, if you wanted to use a div, you can just put div dot that, and if you want to use section, you just say section. So in this section here we have an img, and the image tag is the image, this. So that is the image. So the next thing we want to put there is the name, like my name. As you guys can see over here, we have the image, we have the name, and then we have a little bit of paragraph. So I just want to come over here, I'll create an h2, which is h2, and then I want to put my name here, Juven Carlson, and then the next one is a paragraph, and it's a p tag, and in this p tag I want to insert text in it. So this is the text over here. I'll just copy and paste to save time, and then we have the text here, and then we proceed. So from there, now after this section we have another section which is called the social. So I can just decide to create a class called the .social, and in this class here I want to like add an h1, or let me say h2 tag, and this h2 tag should just be something like let me start social, sorry about that, social links, and this is social links. So the next thing we want to do is to create a div item of same, so they will be the same. so all the div items will be the same. So what we are creating now is this guy over here. So we are trying to create this guy here. So we just say a div item of same, and this div item of same should basically take, one is an icon, second is the span element, and then the third should be another icon depending on what you want. So you can get all these icons from Bootstrap icons. I already have them here, and I will just be using the classes of all these icons. So the first one we want to check on here is to insert the first icon. So before we use this icon, we want it to be like in form of links. So what we have to do here is we embed everything in form of a tags, and this, sorry about this, so this a tag should be where we insert now the links to our social media account. So what we do is to carry this guy here and we insert him in here. So the next thing we have to do is to adjust this, and then this, take it down, then you press the tab to shift it inward. So this is it. So everything should be in the a tag, that is, it should be a link to your platforms or social media accounts. So the first thing we want to do is to add the first social media link, and then I'll just kind of copy and paste because I already have it down somewhere. So if I put it here, despite that is, I don't have time to be writing all these other things here, but if you want it, I'll leave the link in the description of this video, which is, I'm using icons from Bootstrap icons and I'm linking them to my CSS. So that is the first. So we are linking them to the a tag. So you can just copy this, paste, and then you basically change everything. So I'll just copy, I paste, then now I'll just change everything there, change everything. So depending on you, you can do whatsoever you want to do, so you can just do it. All right, so if you come over here, you can get other guys from there, you copy, and then when you come here, you just kind of paste them here. So you have this. So what you have to do is just to add your links, and after adding links, you also add here website. You can add the other ones to be like YouTube, GitHub, Linktree, and others. So if we save this, actually this, if we save and then we come over here, right click and open with Lifesaver to view what we have. Actually, you see it's something that looks kind of crude, but we'll still have to work on the design using the CSS styling. So I don't know why the Lifesaver is taking so much time not to load. So open with Lifesaver, and here is what we have. So this is it. So I'll try to minimize this guy to make him at least. So moving over to the CSS, the first thing we need to do is to target this. So I'll be inserting my links here, the links both to my font and the icon. So I'll just paste it here. So this one, sorry for pasting in multiple times. So okay, so this one here just definitely helps me to remove the external margin and padding. Like for instance, if I save, you see everything moves up. So it's just like removing external margin and padding of the container as a whole, and also the font. You can see the fonts change and everything. So also the icons are already there, and then everything is cool. So the next thing you would want to do here is to come over down here, and then now you start styling them. So you want to style the container, and styling the container, you can just say dot container since it's a class, and then you open your curly braces. You just say width should be about 100%, meaning you should take full width, and then you talk about the height should be 100 VH, which is 100 view height. And then now you can talk about the display mode should be somehow flex, and then you want to justify content to center. Sorry, I didn't say center, so to center. You want to align items center, and then you want to give the flex direction, because if you save this now, you see that it's kind of flexing somehow. So if you want to say flex direction should be column. So that is it. So that is the first thing you want to do while doing your design. So let's see here, something is kind of not going because this container is not kind of reading the property very well. So we have to come here and like try to check on the spellings of that container. Okay, so you see everything is cool now. So the next thing we have to do is to take the nav. So the nav, we just have to say the width of the nav should be kind of like 95%. And we say the height should be about 50 pixels. And then this, we also want to use a display flex, so you can copy the display properties from above and you paste them down here. You save, you have this, but we want to have our flex direction to be row. When it's row, then we want to justify content space around, and we save. So we have this. So guys, this is already looking cool. So we want now to target our image. We can target image as img, and then now we want to give the width of this image. So given the width of this image, we can give the width should be about 120 pixels, and we want the height should be about 150 pixels. And if you see from here, from what we have, like the design, I'm sure it should be here. From this design, you can see we have a background color, and also this guy here has a color, so we'll be targeting that real quick. Okay, so what you have to do is on the image, just give the image here. For instance, you have to give your image a background color. So background color should be this. If you save, you see the way it is. So now you have to give a border. So this border radius, for instance, should be about, let me just say 40%, and then boom, you have that. But if you don't want this, if this doesn't look cool, you can go up to 50% to make it totally rounded. Sorry about that. So it's 50%, so it's totally rounded. Now you need to target the div where that guy is found. For instance, if you want to swipe over here, you can see they are found in the section. So you come here down, you say section. So the thing is, we want to give the width of about 80%. We want to give height to be auto, that is, it should be automatic. And then now we want to give the other display properties, which are this guy here. So we paste it an S, we have that. So flex direction should be changed from row to column. You have this, and then you want to align text center. So you say text align should be center, and then that is cool. So now you can decide to give it like a padding of 10 pixels, and you want to give it a margin top, and you want to give it a margin top of about 20 pixels. So depending on what you want, you can still get what you want done. So guys, this is what we have for now. So we'll have to style the social links also, and the social links are found under the class social. So you have to style the class social. So if you say the social here, we can give a width of about 80%. We can give height to be automatic. We can give the display also to be flex, but we are not flexing to the row, we are flexing to the column. And if we save this, you see. So the next thing we want to do, let's check, for instance, let's be sure that this is correct. So we copy this, for instance, and then we just paste it here to be sure that we are good. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is to come here to the dot same class. So we have a class called a dot same. So if we say dot same, and then in the dot same, we just want to say the width should be about, let me say, 90%, and we want to say the height should be 50 pixels, not quite 50, let's say 40 pixels. And then we want to say it should have a margin top of 20 pixels. Now let's see what we have. We have something like this, but that is not really what is supposed to be there. Okay, let me do something real quick. So I will change this class from same to something like links, and then I'll target links over here. Sorry, I'll target links over here, links. So let's see what we have. So we'll have this. So the next thing we want to do is to give that the same display properties here. So we just have to copy them from here, Control C, over here, we paste them. Then now what we need to do is to change the flex direction to be row. So we choose row and then we save. We have this, so we can just say justify content this. So let's just give it the background color to see what is happening. Background color, this. All right, okay. So okay, let's say the width should be 350 pixels, and then we have this. So guys, it's already looking kind of cool already. So if, as you see, it's cool, and then we want to change again one thing over here. Okay, so we're good now. So we have this already. So as you can see, we already have this, but we haven't styled our button yet. And also you see our final product here has some cool colors and others. So what we want to do is to style the BI. So when you're styling the BI, it is a class, the class where that is, it holds the icon. So you can just give the color to be this this, for instance, and then we have this, and then we want to target this guy here. You change this background color to something that looks like this yellow that we have over here. So you can just come, because that yellow looks kind of cool there, so you can just come over and then you kind of change it over here. So this color here, we want to like put it so it's an RGB color. This is it. If we come and we save and we come over here, you see we have this. So the next thing that is left for us to style is H1. So H1 has that same color. So if we say H1 and then we come here, you can just kind of, oh sorry about that, so we say back color, sorry, color should be something like this. And if you click here, you see it's instead this one. So we have to copy this and paste it here. So we have this. So the next thing we want to do is to style this button, and to style the button, we just have to call the button on our CSS. So we say button, and then from here, you just want to say the width should be 100 pixels, height should be about 40 pixels, and then we just want to say background color should be white, but we should give it a border of about 2 pixels solid, and it should be this color. So that is what we have. So you want to give a border radius, you can still give it, but there's also one thing I want to do to like push this downward. So if you come here to the nav, right, you can just give the nav a padding top, or sorry, margin top of about 10 pixels. It goes down a bit, but you can still change this to space between, for instance, and you save, and then you have it like this. So we have our small this already available. So the next thing I wanted to show you guys is how you could push this on your GitHub, and I don't know if it would still be on the same course, but I can still put it on a different video on how you can push this on your GitHub. You just Alright guys, thank you for following up the tutorial. The link of this is on my GitHub repo, link in the description of this video. You can check it out, and also check out the next video on how you could push this to GitHub real simple by using the simple git commands and also some GitHub commands. Thank you guys for watching. Please do subscribe, turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever we drop such videos. Peace.